Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. So good seeing you all here. We're going to have a look at a frauditor that goes to multiple municipalities and practically is in tears at the fact that they don't have physical complaint forms. That's right, because they don't have physical complaint forms, apparently the government is corrupt. Now, for those that don't know, the sole purpose of complaint forms with these frauditors is just a means for them to harass employees, berate police officers, and go to municipalities and buildings that they have no business being in and loiter and get a confrontation for the camera. And by the way, this video is going to have a bit of a surprising twist at the end. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
How you doing? We're here to get a couple of officer complaint forms. They're done with the sheriff's office, correct?
We don't have them. All our complaints are taken verbally.
The reason for only doing a verbal complaint and not a written complaint is because there is no paper trail. In the end, it never happened.
You have to come in and talk to an IA guy to fill out a complaint on one of our deputies.
That's not right. I mean, they should be relatively available for the public to be able to come in and grab paperwork in order to be able to fill out some paperwork on this.
Telling you what our policy is. You want to file a complaint, you have to come in person and file them with an IA guy.
So they can't even be done over the internet?
No, sir.
Completely not even done over the internet?
You know, I'm actually okay with this concept. Number one, it eliminates a lot of the middleman work. It eliminates having to have a piece of paper, then having to give it to one person, to give it to another person, to another person. If anything, frauditors should be happy because this makes it more efficient. You go right to the source. You go right to the top. But no, now where can frauditors go to harass little clerks and old ladies about paperwork and put cameras in their face and ask for name and badge numbers? That's why frauditors want those paper complaint forms. Let's watch them go to another municipality and pretty much have the same temper tantrum.
Yes, they were explaining us out here that y'all don't have officer complaint forms that people can bring home and fill out and bring back. That the complaints have to be done through an officer itself, that it can't be done anonymously. Officer complaint forms?
We have officer complaint forms they can take home and fill out and bring back.
We have just a letter for you. We have a card where you can contact our...
Yeah, a telephone number. But yeah, I mean, because like I said, some people want to remain anonymous when they fill out officer complaint form. Of course, and that should be able to be up to the public in order, if they want to fill out a complaint form, and remain completely anonymous without having to talk to any officer or anything like that.
It would be up to our internal affairs. I'm not sure what they provide.
Right. Well, I even asked them, see if they had like anything on the internet that people could fill out in order to, at least still remain anonymous on, computer and stuff like that to be able to fill out a complaint. But most places, it is required that y'all do have to have an actual complaint form out in the lobby that people can actually grab a complaint form and take it home, fill it out, and bring it back and still remain anonymous for whatever officer they do want to make a complaint against.
Now, I said at the beginning why this is a problem for frauditors. Again, this is just taking away one of the little toys that they have in their treasure chest to use as a way to berate and bully employees. And it's being taken away, the fact that they can't go and ask for paper forms. But they should be happy. As I said before, this is a more efficient way of doing it. Now let's have a look at this frauditor and his buddies snooping around a public building. It looks like they're trying to just intentionally get a reaction because they have no business on this property. But the interaction between the frauditor and the officer at the end is golden. Have a look.
I don't know why they're running. I don't know what they're trying to hide, but they're clearly trying to hide their faces and everything else that they possibly can.
It's all about transparency. All about transparency.
Clearly triggered already, people. And this is the clerk of court building under administration.
Because they apparently they can't lock the door, so therefore they will come in.
And of course, since that was 2 minutes of dead air and clearly they have no purpose on the property, the police are called.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
What's going on?
Gathering content for a story right now.
Doing what?
Gathering content for a story right now. Can you back up just a hair?
No, I'm not backing up. I'm coming to talk to you.
Oh, that's fine, but you don't have to get that close to me
Yeah,
either.
dude.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Dude, what's your name and badge number? It's
Right here.
It's right here.
Troy Burkholz.
And-
What is your business here? You know your own
And your
private
badge
property.
number? It's not private. Is it owned by the parish?
It's gonna be one of these types.
It's gonna be one of those type. And what's that type?
We need you to step off the property. Come on.
We need to step off the property.
Yep.
Is that a lawful order or?
Yes,
are you
it is a
asking?
lawful order. Step off the property.
It's a
Come on.
lawful order.
Come on.
Look how close he's getting, people. Look how close he's getting, people. So what happens if we don't step off the property?
I thought it was public.
118.
It is public. It is public. Hold on. I got the. And what's your name? Dunaway. It's right there. We got another right here. I met your cousin. Y'all got a lot of cousins named right here, by the way. A lot of cousins.
Yeah, I'm in right now. Y'all know the courthouse or the courthouse? We're in the courthouse of the old courthouse.
So this is owned
I'm not
by.
answering any more questions.
You're not gonna answer. Let me go and get a sergeant out here.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. You have your ID on you?
What do I need to get my ID for?
So I can say that I spoke to somebody on the property.
Yeah. What law have I broken? Oh, I know, right, dude? I mean, see, y'all are gonna learn eventually that y'all can't just be going around IDing people and kicking people off of public property and stuff like that. We need your sergeant out here before I speak anymore. How about
I can
that?
tell you right now, this is not usual out here.
It may not be usual, but y'all need to start getting used to it because people are starting to do this more and more often. And y'all got to learn y'all can't be pushing people around. What is the point? Transparency, accountability, a lot of different things.
How do you?
Okay, so serious question. If that was the case, how are you promoting transparency and accountability by filming in windows and zooming into people's offices? How are you doing that? If you want actual transparency, why don't schedule an appointment with an official? Why don't you ask actual questions instead of barging around name and badge number, name and badge number? It's clear this isn't about transparency. It's simply about trying to get a reaction just for a clickbait YouTube video. And these officers are right. Forget about the fact that this is quote unquote unusual. This is a limited public forum. You can tell because this is not a park for public assembly. It's not. It's property owned by the sheriff's department that, yes, people can come in and out and use for services. That doesn't mean that you can stand there and loiter and film inside people's offices. It doesn't make any sense.
Pronounce your last name?
It's none of your business. It's spelled right there.
Oh, you hear this, people? You hear this, people? This is what you got to expect from our government officials right here.
It's right here. There you go.
Yeah, right here.
You got it?
And you have a lot of brothers and sisters out in y'all's force that's named right here too. So, I mean, it's not just a right here thing. It's a verbal thing. You can also state it as well. So what's your name and badge number?
Who's the caller?
You just gave it to him? I didn't get it though. I'm gonna go ahead and come over here because I got to address. What's your name and badge number?
126.
126. Thank you. See that? This is not hard, dude. It's not hard. What's your name and badge number? 127. What's your name? It's right here too. Hey, y'all are all related. Are all right here, right here, right here, right here, and right here. Y'all are all related. That's amazing how y'all are all related. So, no, we don't want nothing. We want to be left alone and be able to do what we're doing without being harassed by the government officials. This is public property.
Don't think I missed that, Frauditor. You just said this is private property. So you know that you're in the wrong here, and it slipped out. Oh, well.
We can film anything we see from public property. Okay. And y'all will learn. Y'all will get it down eventually. And when y'all do, y'all will be able to see us and not get all scared. And well, you don't have to not necessarily be scared. Y'all are the ones with the guns and badges and stuff like that. So
Pulled out?
y'all,
Did you see a gun pulled out?
De-escalate the situation. De-escalate. 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 De-escalate the situation.
Do you see a gun pulled out?
You have a gun.
Do you see a gun pulled out? Do you see one in my hand?
Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me. Don't touch me, though. Don't touch me.
Go this way. Will you go that way?
Y'all seeing this, people? What's your name? What's your badge
You
number?
sound like the one being aggressive, bringing up guns.
No, don't try to pull this.
Nobody brought up a gun. You brought up a gun.
Who cares? I can bring
You
up guns
sound
all day.
aggressive, sir.
De-escalate.
Calm down.
De-escalate. Do I sound all
Yes,
upset?
you do.
No. De-escalate. 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 Y'all have training over de-escalation, and you need to de-escalate.
You could definitely tell that was a trigger for that officer. I mean, frauditors are quick to say that, oh, cops come out with guns and badges and blah, blah, blah. And the officer had enough of it. And again, frauditors just trying to antagonize the police officer as the frauditor was doing. And as I always say, it's impossible for the police to de-escalate a situation that the frauditors intentionally are escalating for their videos. It's that simple. I think we'll wrap this video up here. You guys have seen enough of this idiot frauditor. I mean, the video randomly cut there anyway, so he probably knew he was about to get his behind kicked by that officer. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And hey, see you next time.